Now, Keppell, tell me, how come your name is spelled with
two L's?
Two L's.
Well, I just think my mother couldn't spell.
It's okay. Your mother was so happy after the labor pain, she gave you another L.
Extra L, that's right. I'm so special, I got two L's.
Which part of Victoria are you from?
Well, I'm actually from Sydney.
You're Sydney sider.
From Sydney, yeah.
North of the river or south?
Northern beaches of Sydney.
Hornsby.
Oh, no, up around the northern beaches, you know.
Okay, Shell Bay?
Not quite that far.
Okay.
Just before Palm Beach, up around Scotland Island, that area, yeah.
Nice fishing grounds.
Beautiful fishing. That's my other great love.
Yeah. The tailor fishers give you a good pull.
Look at you.
Huh?
Look at you. You know Australia.
So, what brought you from the upper sort of parts of New South Wales to the Victorian
soil?
The soil. And what was your first harvest?
2000, I had a few, 1 or 2 barrels.
Okay.
So I planted my vineyard a bit differently to Australian vineyards. My vineyard's planted like a French vineyard. It's very close, very low to the ground. We're trying to sort of limit the yield per vine.
Quite high on the density, over 7,500 vines per hectare.
That's right. I've got a great memory for detail.
What sort of crop management, canopy management do you do?
We just have what's called vertical shoot positioning.
Okay.
And we just go straight up, and we hedge it like the French would do, maybe once or twice a year, to just stop them being unruly.
Where do you get the clones from?
I got my original clones from Bass Phillip in South Gippsland.
Wow.
I used to work with him.
You worked there for a time?
Yeah, we're good friends. We're drinking buddies.
Okay.
And he loved Singapore. Singapore was very kind to him when he first started. And so, and other great producers, I just went and asked, can I have some cuttings? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're quite good in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah, well look, everybody who's pretty good knows that you're not really stealing anything from them because it's your earth that's going to make it.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone's earth is different.
So tell me about the nature of the soil up where you are.
It's very ancient.
Have you analyzed it?
Yep. So it's all volcanic granite.
Volcano somewhere?
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting on the crater of an old volcano.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. And there's a big mountain in front of me.
Can you see the rim?
You can see the rim very clearly.
So, is that part of Mount Buller or is further down?
Well, Mount Buffalo is the extinct core of the volcano.
That's the old...
That's the old core of it.
Okay.
And over the billions of years, it's just the core stayed up because it's such hard rock. And everything else is weathered away just to where you can see the lip of the volcano.
So that's the best part of it, isn't it? Aged volcanic soil.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's probably the oldest soil in Australia, and Australia being the oldest continent in the world, they think. It's ancient soil. Terrific for grapes, peaches, plums, cherries. Terrible for vegetables.
So you're talking about 500,000 years or?
I don't know.
Okay.
As old as it gets.
Okay. So, what was the first grape variety you planted? Chardonnay?
I planted Chardonnay and Pinot at the same time.
Okay. Does your Pinot has cooler climate qualities like...
Depends on the year.
Okay.
It's a very, very... So hot years, it's very difficult. So we normally would declassify them in a hot year.
This would be a hot year.
We're not even going to pick it this year.
That bad?
Well, we think we're going to have to smoke tank through it.
One of my winemaking mates who was in touch with a guy at lunch today told me that, it even got to Mornington Peninsula.
It's got everywhere.
Everywhere. And not that, it gets into the soil too, doesn't it?
Well, that's okay. It's quite good for the soil. It's just bad for the grapes. So, that's another year's income we won't get.
You get insurance?
It's just called farming.
Okay. So how did you get to know about this distributor of yours?
Well, just by wonderful chance.
Meeting her boss?
Yeah. Colin just turned up one day with a friend of mine. He said, hey, this young guy from Singapore really likes wine. Do you want to give him some wine? I said, yeah. If he's a nice guy, yeah, sure.
That's good to hear.
We became friends, that's it, wasn't it?
Friends?
And then Colin said, oh, you got a distributor in Singapore? I said, oh, not really. I said, can I do it? I said, sure.
That's good. And
very casual.
Yeah.
And I like coming to Singapore, so that's perfect.
So, tell me about the progression from the first year in 2000 until now. Your latest is 2018, isn't it?
Yes, we've just bottled the 18s.
Yeah.
So they've been released yet. So the progression is probably typical of any young vineyard.
What's the production quantity like for whites?
For whites, we probably make 2,000 a dozen. So not a
You
lot.
must be privileged. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. So this is from fruit from across the road. In 2011, I lost all my grapes because we're organic as well. It just didn't stop raining.
It rained and rained and rained.
It wouldn't stop. So
Forever.
I couldn't spray the sprays because we're organic. Lost all my grapes.
What year was that?
2011.
That was a bad year.
Yeah. It was a good year not to make wine. Anyway, I had to buy some grapes from some girls down the road who I made wine from. Had to have some income. And it turned out to be a really good idea. You know, it just was a great thing, and it gives me an option now. If 1 barrel or 2 barrels don't look, quite powerful enough, I can declassify them to this.
When you declassify the wine, do you sell it under?
I sell it under my free academy.
Okay, that's the reason for calling it younger brother.
Yeah. Well, originally it was the younger vines, but they've all gotten quite old now. So now sometimes I look at them and think, oh. So these are grapes from across the road. These are grapes from across the road from next to Jimmy Condo. So it's a younger vineyard, it's conventionally planted, and it's not quite as powerful as the Savaterre grapes.
Okay. So now we know why it's younger.
Yeah.
So tell me, how?
And my younger brother thought that'd be a good name for it.
Have you got a younger brother?
Yes, he's one of my mates, my business partner.
Oh, okay. You imported him from upper north coastline of New South Wales.
Yeah.
Well, were your parents originally farmers?
No. Dad was a merchant seaman, used to come through here shipping all the time for an American shipping
Oh,
company.
he had a good life.
He had a great life.
Yeah.
Terrific life, I'm sure he had a good life.
And tell me, how did you get this Umbria grape variety, Sangrantino, is it?
Sagrantino, yes, Umbrian variety from Montefalco in Umbria. I did a little bit of an exercise there with another Keppell, which is a famous Sagrantino producer, and I just fell in love with it. I thought, this is fun.
My son worked a stint at his winery, and it's all bottled by women. And he told me they're tough as nails.
Well, the Umbrians are very interesting people, and I'll tell you a story about
Why did you go there?
Yeah, I went and worked there.
Ah.
Yeah, I worked with Keppell, Marco Keppell. And they're just fantastic.
Did you work
wines.
in a winery or?
Yeah, I was probably getting in the way. I don't think I was working.
Okay.
I was probably getting in the way and asking stupid questions. But I just thought, well, I'll put in a couple of rows of Sagrantino for fun, And it's turned into quite a nice variety. But it's just it's a folly. It's something for me just to give to my friends.
I don't think so. I think the grape itself has got good aging potential.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. They're the old.
Felix, you don't have the Sangrantino here, is it?
Yeah.
Can I try that? And let the maestro give his tasting notes. What year is this? 2015, I think, isn't it?
2016.
2000. Oh, yeah, wrong by year. No, you.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, well.
Okay for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this wine, in its past, to give you some history, was the wine of the popes and the kings. This is the one they all loved. So it's
While they are fornicating.
it may lead to fornication, who knows? Generally does. So it's got that structure of Barolo, but it also has, it has the sweet, luscious fruit.
This is native to Umbria.
Yes, it's a native, it was farmed by the Romans initially. Where it came from before then, we don't know.
Did you get the rootstock and?
It all came from Keppell.
Oh.
So they had to come through.
You have to pass through
all
Australia.
through all the Australian customs
Oh,
and that sort
that's
of stuff.
tougher.
Yeah.
Any other Australian vineyard with this varietal?
There's a few now. There's a few. It's actually proving to be quite a good.
All from you?
No. Another man who's quite a clever importer imported a whole bunch of vines from Italy. and basically copyrighted them. So you have to buy them from him. Yeah.
Great income.
Yeah.
Just like the guy with the sperm from the Wagyu beef.
That's the one.
Huh?
I've got Wagyu cattle as well, so I know all about that as well.
That's the one that makes sausages and furniture, isn't it?
Is there a sausage and furniture king, is there?
No, he's the guy who does the electronic chain. What's the Harvey Norman?
Oh yes, yeah.
And he's the
Jerry
guy.
Harvey, yeah, he's got a lot of interesting Wagyu.
He's the guy who copyrighted the.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he brought in 2 bull from Japan, and he's been selling the Siemens to the farmers to do the FX with Angus. Because the well, I mustn't change the nature of the interview.
I'm excited. I'm a Wagyu farmer as well. So.
Are you?
Yeah. When I say farm, I have 10.
We just do a cut.